Well, hello there, Tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and today I will be taking a look at the STB-1. This is by far my favorite tier 10 in the entire game, and unfortunately it's getting nerfed up next update, so I figured I should make a video before that happens. So why is this my favorite tank? And why do I and so many others consider it to be one of the best Hulldown vehicles at tier 10? Well, I'll break into that in a little bit here as soon as I start playing 3 live battles. But before I do that, let me get into the tank's stats, as most of you know the drill. Alright, so starting off with the gun, it deals 330 damage on its standard shells, 320 on the premium, and 380 on the HE. So you'll notice there, the premium shells only lose 10 alpha from the standard shells, and that's one of the big upsides of this vehicle, is shooting premium, you don't really lose that much DPM or alpha damage. So it's basically just the same shooting premium AP as it is shooting your standard AP. And you'll notice, yes, I just said premium AP. That is another thing this tank has. It has premium AP as well as standard, which means you just have a crap ton of pen all around. It's very nice. Speaking of pen, it has 265 millimeters of standard pen, 324 millimeters of AP premium pen, and 57 pen on its high explosive. However, because of shell normalization, it's actually more than 324 millimeters of premium pen on its AP shells. So you actually have pretty much one of the highest pen values for any tier 10 medium in terms of its premium shells, which is fantastic. Another thing that's fantastic is its 11 degrees of gun depression. That is the most out of any vehicle at tier 10, and it's absolutely ridiculous how easy it is to work maps in this vehicle. Any map that has a big hill, most likely you're going to be able to work it super easily. Taking a look at the gun handling, the tank's gun handling is pretty solid. It has 2.8 seconds of aim time with a dispersion of 0.277. So for the most part, you're not going to have any problem hitting your shots. As well, the tank has 3,100 DPM while using calibrated shells. So decent enough DPM there to shrug off any high DPM mediums, especially when you're sitting hull down. 3,100 DPM is a nightmare for enemy players to fight. In terms of its mobility, it is on the slower side of mediums. It only goes 53 forward, but at least it has 20 reverse, and its hull traverse rate is fantastic, so it's fairly easy to get out of situations, even if your top speed isn't the best. Now, talking about the armor profile, stick this tank hull down as much as you can, and you will be safe and sound. The turret is the main strong point of this vehicle. If you are sitting hull down, it's very, very difficult for enemy tanks to pen you. The only weak spots you should be mindful of are the cheeks right beside the gun, as well as the big hongler-bongler of a hatch you do have. So if you're moving back and forth, that is your best bet at making people miss those weak spots. And avoid showing your hull at all costs. The hull on this tank is very, very weak. The sides are actually, like the sides of the hull are actually pretty strong for a medium tank, but that's not saying much. You're going to be getting penned pretty much anywhere in the hull. Doesn't matter where the enemy is moving, or shooting, sorry, unless you are fully hull down, of course, then the upper plate is quite strong. But anyways, let's see what we can do in game number 1 on Molendyke here, and our team is going heavy side. Oh boy. Can't wait to see what's going to happen this game. Considering our team is doing that, and their team has a medium tank advantage, technically, because they have 3 tier 10 mediums, and I only have 2 tier 9 mediums and myself. So, yeah, we're at a medium disadvantage, so I'm going to be very careful here. And, oh, hello. Alright, 752 armor profile moment. Alright, well, let's start shooting at this completely oblivious E75 here. E752 is poking me. Hopefully he shoots at not me. Come on, bro. Shoot at, bro. Shoot at the VK. Thank you, bro. Jesus. Anyways, let's get a shell into him. He does pen me once, but I don't really care about that. What I do care about is this E75 who is rolling off to my side here. Let's load our premium AP and pen him right through his upper plate there. And let's see if we can get another one in. There we go. One more into him. He does shoot at the VK, obviously bouncing that off of him. And, yeah. You can see here we're having the fantastic pen really helps you, especially when dealing with other heavy tanks. Now, unfortunately, the 7.52's side armor is just really stupid, so we bounced off of him one too many times, but, you know, it is what it is. And this is actually a perfect map for the tank like this because of the gun depression that you have. You're able to just work all of the mid right here, and that's huge when you're trying to control... Oh my god, sorry, I'm eating fries, like, off stream or off camera, and it's kind of in my mouth still. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's just super helpful to have this kind of tank for a map like this because it's so easy to control spots like mid, which once you have control of a spot like mid on this map, it's just basically game over for the enemy team because, of course, this is such a strong position to have. Taking a high ground on any map just gives you the advantage straight up over your enemies. So, let's see what we can do here. KPZ is kind of driving like a monkey. I don't know where he's going, but bro is going to die very soon here. Does pen me once, but I do not give a flying F. Anyways, there we go. KPZ's dead. And all that's left is a 189 health KPZ and the 7.52. So, basically no more damage left for me to deal, but it's a pretty solid game for the first battle, and I think we did over 3,000 damage, so pretty solid, as I said. Let me eat a fry now. Cold McDonald's fries. Can't beat them, huh? Anyways, that's game number 1. So, 3,500 damage dealt, and yeah, I wasn't exactly able to showcase the tank's Hulldown capabilities because I was sort of just running around in mid, kind of just shooting at oblivious enemy players. So hopefully one of the 3 battles I will be able to get Hulldown and really just showcase this tank's turret armor to the best of its ability, because when you get this tank in a Hulldown spot, and that happens very often, you are just absolutely you're nightmare material for the enemy players. Like, fighting a Hulldown STB when they have great positioning over you, there's not a whole lot you can really do about it. Even if you do try to shoot at their weak spots, chances are they're going to be able to pen you. Like, the player in the STB is just going to be able to pen you more easily, and they will just out DPM you for the most part, unless you're in a crazy high DPM medium. But yeah. Anyways, do see the Yo in front of us. Hello. Nice juicer into the side of the Yo there for 370 damage. I like the alpha damage on this tank, too. I think it's in a good spot of not being too crazy high that you have no DPM or accuracy, but not crazy low that it's not like a pea shooter gun. So I think it's in a really good spot. Speaking of being in a good spot, that STB has a very good position right now, and he's going to be a real pain in the ass to deal with, so... They also do seem to have the majority of their team over on medium side, so... I'm gonna have to play carefully here. And as of right now, I am in probably the worst position I could possibly be in, because my whole team is not with me right now. So let's wait till that STB shoots. I'm gonna try and just get out of here right now, like ASAP, before I get nuked. So we do get out, which is fantastic. We've only dealt about 1,000 damage, but at least I'm not dead. So there you go. As I was saying before, this is just by far one of the best Hulldown tanks because you have such a good balance of everything. You have okay mobility, you have a fantastic gun, you have fantastic armor, and you have great, like, you're just so flexible because you have such good gun depression. So all that combined makes this a fantastic tier 10 medium. However, if you are a person who wants to grind this tank, maybe stay away from that, at least until Wargaming brings out the nerfs that they're going to be applying to this tank, to see if it's actually, like, awful after the update, because if it is, then there's going to be no point in grinding it. So, as of right now, yes, it's a fantastic vehicle, but who knows what Wargaming's going to do in terms of nerfing it, because I personally haven't seen the stats of the tank after its nerf, so we'll just have to wait and see. They might be out, I just haven't checked for them, so, you know, whatever. I'll see them when they come out officially. Anyways, another thing about this tank is I have the most battles in this tank out of any tank on my main account. I have like 2,500 games in this thing, or 2,400, something stupid like that. And that's just because I find this tank's playstyle just so fun. And yeah, peppering people from a hull down position like this, it's just so funny. Like, not many people can do a whole lot to you unless they get lucky or unless you sit still and let them hit your hatch. So that was unfortunate that missed him, but oh well. Let's see. Am I going to be able to kill this bat chat? Is he going to make a play into the open somewhere? Let's see. I feel like he'd run back towards his 60 TP, no? Oh my god. Hello, Concept. What are you doing? Let me just track you in place there. Now, I only have 200 health, which is a bit... Or, not 200, 400, sorry. My brain is dying. So this Concept is going to be a bit of a problem, but because I have 11 degrees of gun depression, and I am in an STB, might as well just sit here, right? Get a couple of free shells into him to lower his health before he can reach me. So there we go, that's one into him. And because I'm in an STB and that is a Concept, I do have the reload on him as well. So, he does pen me once, but theoretically I should have the reload, and it doesn't even matter. Okay, well, there we go. Another very solid game, 4,500 damage for game number 2. And I mean, you can see, like, when we did stick our hull out, we kind of got crapped on. But then you also saw the strengths of being in a medium tank. When I was in that bad position in mid, I was able to relocate so easily. Like, using my mobility, I found myself a better position that I was able to sort of stick my tank hull down and be more effective. So that's what you want to do in a tank like the STB, is you always want to be moving around and trying to find better positions than the one you are currently in if you find yourself in trouble. Like, if an enemy team just rolls off to your side, then obviously you want to move to a better spot. But again, that's what the STB is good at doing. So, let's get into game number 3, and we'll see what we can do. And here we go, Yamato Harbor. This will either be a fantastic battle, or it'll be very atrocious. And why I say that is because they have a bat chat, a 4005, a TVP, and a Mil 2, and a WZ-113 GFT. Like, just so many clippers and cringe tanks to fight. So, this is really going to depend on where my team goes. If they go medium side, that'll be good. But, you know, of course they had to go heavy side, right? So, I'm not going to play aggressive because they obviously aren't over here supporting me. So, yeah, I'll kind of sit in this position here. Here's what I'm worried about, though. Because their team is so much lighter than ours, what I mean by that is their lineup has way more medium tanks slash fast moving tanks. I'm worried that they're just going to full send medium side, and that would not be very good for me at all. So, let's see what we can do here. Object 140 is poking like a absolute monkey. So we get a couple shells, or one shell into him, and our Caro gets a shell into him as well. Interesting stuff right here. Ooh, that was a lovely shell into the bat chat. You can see the nice accuracy this tank has. Yeah, I mean, no troubles there in terms of its accuracy. It's lovely, lovely stuff right there. And I might be able to get another shell into this 140 here as he's crossing. Very nice. Fun fact about the STB is that it used to have the most view range out of any tier 10 medium. And I'm not sure if that's still true, but yeah, the view range on this tank used to be fantastic. I don't know if, I forget if they nerfed it or not, but it was just, it was pretty interesting to have such good view range on a tank like this back in the day. And honestly, the STB has always been fantastic, so I'm kind of scared to see what they're going to nerf on the tank. Hopefully they don't just completely ruin it. Because honestly, the tank could use a nerf, yeah, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully they don't just nerf it to the ground and make it completely unusable after the update, so we'll see what happens. I don't know why they're buffing the E50M out of all tanks, but, you know, that's a different topic for another video. Anyways, we see the TVP off to my left side here. We do see the 4005 as well. Unfortunate, I tried to snap that shell. Let's see here. Can I get a shell into you? Thank you. Oh boy, there's the WZ. Good thing I got into cover just before he was able to shoot at me. And honestly, I'm in a pretty bad spot right now because that TVP can YOLO me, flip me out. Yeah, WZ can shoot me now. I'm just going to try and get out of here before I get absolutely rolled by everyone. There we go. Get a shell into you. This is not going to be a very good damage game, but hopefully I can get one more shell out. There we go. We do kill him off. But yeah, not the best game. I mean, it was a complete steamroll. Like, bro, you saw that 7-0. Kind of crazy. But that's just your average Blitz game now, honestly. Like I was going to say, either this game was going to go really badly or really well for our team. So there you go. You can see the damage split. Like 3 of us did over 2,500 damage. So not much else to say about that. But anyways, the STB, fantastic vehicle right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen to it after the update because I haven't looked at any of the update leaks. So that's my thoughts on it. I think it's a fantastic tank, like I said. I think it is one of the strongest Hulldown vehicles, and right now it is my favorite tier 10 in the game. That's all you really need to know about it. Play it smart, however, playing it Hulldown and with your team will result in good battles. Anyways, for any of you out there who are not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you do so. I'm choking on a fry right now. Oh my god. It's a great way to support my channel as well as stay up to date on when I post videos almost daily. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.